What's up, Internet? Welcome back to the Séance of Blake Manor. In the last episode, we got introduced to every single one of our wonderful characters. Oh, every time I click this into these menus, it adds even more stuff. There is a lot to look at. There's a lot of evidence and a lot of things going on. There we go. There's all our people. So we were introduced to Toussaint in the last one, who is a mystic truther, I guess we'll call him. And he was suspicious of Erickson. There we go. She is the first person we've seen that has an actual motive to have disappeared our target, Miss Evelyn Deane. And now we know that she has not backed down, even though we confronted her about it. So actually, let's go back to here. So the culprit. Records, Miss Erickson's intentions, timetable, map. Okay, cool. I'm the only thing I'm not super sure is how to. Oh yeah, I needed like a people tab. I feel like that's something that I would want because there's like too many sub menus. Okay, so for this act, Miss Erickson plans to eat the heart of a practitioner so she may steal their abilities. I need to stop her. Miss Erickson confessed to me she's a magical void, lacking any abilities. So yeah, a lot of the stuff we can talk to Toussaint about. We have 15 of 17 evidence pieces. Okay, so that's that. I feel like I want to talk to her more, but she's probably not into doing that with me. I also want to do like a run around the hotel before anything changes. So let's do just that. A suitably clean washroom. Like, I just want to know where all these what all these spaces are. I see we can wait in places. That seems like an ill-advised option. Another bathroom, staff only. It contains bed linens and towels mostly. Oh, it's another door back to the atrium. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that connects. Got it. Okay, we're going back. Sign. I wish I could read it. I can't read quickly. Sure, let's read it. Breakfast is served from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Lunch from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Dinner on Saturday is from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Dinner on Sunday is a silent dinner from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Admittance to meals is closed on the half hour. Got it. So if we show up later than 30, oh, why is this off? And who are you? Beethoven? A painting of a stag is set askew. Interesting. Oh, a basement. The stables open at 10 a.m. Okay. East Tower. Let's go downstairs first. Staff only. It's locked and hasn't been opened in a while. I suspect there's nothing I need from here. For now. Act on easel wires. Thankfully, travel does not expend time. That is such a good idea. Southeast basement. The staff area is locked off. Just suits of armor. Arch. Oh boy. What's this? Another pattern like in the dream? It seems important. I should come back to this once I've placated Mr. Toussaint's demands. Okay. So maybe I should just do that. Just because it seems critically and narratively important, and then I can do whatever the hell else I want. Because what does this look like now? Okay, there we go. Northeast corridor. Walled garden. Wow, there's so much stuff. Okay. This is the point in the game where it's very, like, this is the point of, like, this type of game where it's so much that it's just, like, it's overwhelming. And unfortunately, it's, like, the timed element is giving me pause, because otherwise I'd just dive right in, right? But, okay, mystery. tell Mr. Toussaint about the confession. Yeah, I will be doing that. Let's do that.
Ah, hello again, Monsieur Ward. Can I help you?
I think I can. Confession. Mrs. Erickson confessed to me she's a magical void, yada yada.
Mrs. Erickson has confessed to me. Quite a gruesome plan. She is indeed a fraud. She has no magical powers. She seems to be incapable of using magic, in fact. Something that plagues her. To the point where she will perform a ritual to steal the heart and magical prowess from another ear.
What? No, it cannot be.
She is in dire need to feel magic. To have it seems. But also, she fears that the reason she cannot use magic is a flaw in her soul.
She's blinded, of course, by our desires. Anyone who believes in a soul would also believe that there is no eternal bliss for them after murder, especially in a manner so foul. What's more, now you and I know our plan. Here, take my notes. Let her know that if she does this, not only it will stain her in her God's eyes for eternity, but also we'll see her hanged and raised to this oblivion she fears so much. She would be better served getting off this path now and finding more mundane solutions to finding her God's favor. I am told one can cleanse her soul with coin. My record shows she certainly coined enough of that in her time. As for you and me, Monsieur Wilder, our business is done. Whatever reason you're really here, your identity is safe with me.
Very nice.
And as for this place, news of our plans has turned my stomach. I've had enough mysticism for this trip. I shall be sitting the séance out.
Oh, interesting.
Now,
Okay.
if you'll excuse me, I have notes to make in my quarters. Au revoir, monsieur.
Mystery solved. Mr. Toussaint is no longer attending the seance. Mr. Toussaint now has the information he needed on Mrs. Erickson, which will also ensure she does not do something more terrible. What? That gauge decreased, and a light went out as soon as Mr. Toussaint decided he was no longer attending the seance. Okay, so we're trying to get people to not go. What exactly is that device monitoring, and why? Maybe I should convince another guest to avoid the event and see if this occurs again. Wow, what a weird thing. Okay. So now we have our goal.
Excuse me, sir.
Mm-hmm. The cook? Oh, no, the housekeeper.
Is this your room? Number 4? Mr. Ward.
Yes, that's me.
Sorry to disturb you, sir. Just delivering this parcel to your room. It was left for you at the front desk.
By who?
No idea, sir. It was left when nobody was about to see. Anyway, I'll leave you to it.
What is this? A journal? It has Miss Deane's name on it. What's inside? How did this get here? No postmark, so it came from the hotel itself. But from who? Regardless of who sent it, I should read the thing. Ah, here we go. A sigil with dream scrawled next to it. I saw this in my dream. Did she dream it too? What does this mean? Did we have the same dream? What does it mean? Has anyone experienced anything similar, I wonder? If I could even find 3 people with similar experiences, then I could be sure that there's something there. What are these 4 symbols beside the word supplies? Sunday the 24th. She talks of her arrival at the manor. Everything seemed to go smoothly. Her writing is delicate and graceful, as was her signature. Monday the 25th. It seems she bumped into somebody and was not pleased to see them. It looks as if she was to name them on the following page, but that information is now missing. Tuesday the 26th. The night she went missing. She speaks of feelings of dread, and she doubts she'll sleep that night. Her writing has become more erratic since she arrived at the manor. And then the missing page. It seems some pages were torn out. Wow, she had a whole page on Monday. Right? That's what that means. If there's a page here and a page, and this is Tuesday, this is Monday, there's a whole page about what happened on Monday. This has left me with more questions than answers. Perhaps some answers lie in her reason for being here. Maybe I can find something related to that or otherwise useful by searching her room. But in which room was she staying? Well, we have the answer to that, don't we? Or which room was her room? We know it's only it could only be a couple. My room. Unassigned room number 2. We could ask around about that, that's for sure. So someone should recall which room she stayed in. I mean, Varley probably would, but he's not going to give us that for sure. Okay, so we have about 25 minutes until everybody moves and changes. I should probably, yeah, so the game is giving us, thankfully, some things to act on. I really like this choice to tell us, like, okay, here's some stuff you should probably focus on. It's asking us to talk to her so that way we could basically we're trying to get her away from the seance, right?
Surely we have nothing left to discuss.
Discuss evidence. Notes. Mr. Toussaint has compiled a veritable archive on Mrs. Erickson, with now the crucial proof that she's a fraud.
Mrs. Erickson, we need to talk.
This had best not be about my personal affairs again. Why don't you do us both a favor, Mr. Ward, and stop interfering? What could you, of all people, possibly have to say to me?
That's not a bad point. Perhaps you'll be more interested in what Mr. Toussaint has to say. Shall we go to your room then? Or would you rather discuss this in the open?
Yes, my room, sir.
Taking her to blackmail territory. Ooh, cutscene.
So you've read the notes and understand your situation. Whether you face eternal damnation now is a point of debate. You assume that this is linked to this magical nullness you have. You may well be wrong. But if you do this, then you are locking yourself onto that path. And Mr. Toussaint will ensure your remaining days will not be easy. Magic or no.
He's right. I'm a damned fool. I wanted so much to be special, to have what the others have. But now you have taken that hope from me. Maybe you will have saved my soul. But even now, I think I'd pay that price for a taste of that.
She's just
If
crazy.
he wasn't going to rob my chance to use and appreciate it, I would curse you both if I didn't know there would be no venom in my bite. But he wins. I forsake this ritual. And I forsake this seance. I have no want to see others enjoying what I will never have. I hope they see their ghost and more. So much more.
Okay. So that's 2. Oh.
Now, I would really like to be left alone. I have a lot to think about.
Mystery solved. Mrs. Erickson is no longer attending the seance. Using Mr. Toussaint as a safeguard, I've talked Mrs. Erickson down. Very nice. I was right. The gauge decreases as people's plans for the seance change. I'm still unsure of the device's purpose, but my gut says I want this as decreased as possible by the seance. Yeah, that's for sure. Mystery solved. Mr. Toussaint and Mrs. Erickson. Very good. If this seance has attracted the likes of Mrs. Erickson, then Miss Deane may be in even more danger than I realized. I was able to make her see sense, but I doubt that's enough to spare her from eternal damnation. She's a fraud, an unrepentant sinner, with no regard for the harm caused by the pursuit of her power. How many desperate people has she cheated to get this far? Can she atone for what she's already done? That is, if she even realizes she needs to? Regardless, she's no longer my concern. So, it's clear that she hasn't actually done anything, so she's probably off the list for now. It sounds like there's someone on the other side. Yeah, most people are probably in their rooms right now. Okay. Let's talk to O'Finn. A quick analysis. Wild hair and beard. He looks to be living a hermit's lifestyle. Maybe the guy just likes a long beard. Crown. A roughly made circlet of wood and leather. A yew branch with the simplest of ornamentation, but he carries it proudly. And finally, his belt is quite eye-catching. What do we got? 4 out of 16 already. We've profiled him. That's all we need. Okay, so everybody's going to have an investigate thing. I'm assuming I can't just walk in there, right? So if his room is 20, I can't just walk into room 20. Which is where? Finn. He's in the corridor. Okay, so let's quickly take a look at some of these corridors. Let's see if there's anything in here other than just rooms. Wow, okay. Men's bathroom. Use. Oh, the communal washroom for men staying in the manor. Wicker basket. Oh boy. Okay. Sink cabinet. All right, we're not gonna cleaning items. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry myself about trying to look through every garbage right now, although it's definitely possible. Miss Micleod's bedroom, unoccupied room. I can't hear anything. Doesn't seem like anyone's inside. It's not locked. They must leave unused bedrooms open. Oh. Okay, that's really good to know. Nothing in here catches my eye. Look under. That's the first time I've been given that option. Can't see anything of note. There's little of interest. Oh, should I look under? Should I waste my time with that? There's nothing that's telling me that this room is anything important yet. So maybe I'm going to hold off for now. Oh boy. More ghosts. Chessboard. Another statue of Blake. Or a Blake, I guess. Okay. Let's go to the southwest corridor and see what the energy is there. Again, I just want to kind of get a nice lay of the land so that way when we're actually solving stuff and not being kind of like handheld through the whole thing, we have a very clear idea. Okay. Pretty similar setup. Okay, yeah, I can only look. I can't enter. This is where Mr. Domhnall O'Finn is staying. So yeah, the answer of how did he get the key is still not resolved. By that I mean Toussaint. West Tower. Okay, we were in the East Tower before, weren't we? Okay, so this is the top of the... So there's a tower that connects the sides of the house. It's the basement, which is probably locked. Yep, okay. Hat box. Okay, so the West Tower, not as interesting as the East Tower. East Tower has that thing at the base of it. Where am I now? I am in the West Corridor, of which I've never been in before. Okay, let's just take a look. We might as well, right? No. This is closing preparations for Saturday's evening ball. Okay, that's the ballroom. The drawing room. Some of these are giving me blueprints, flashbacks. Oh my goodness. Okay. Again, I don't want to really take a look at everything just yet. There's some records. Bookshelf. Some plants. Chalkboard. We're just gonna do a light browse of everything that I can. Ashtrays, newspaper. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious about how most people play this. Do they try to just beeline it to the thing that the game actively tells them to do? Are people wandering around a lot? Okay, so we're back in Atrium. I just haven't gone north. So let's do that really quick. This is the library. Is that what I saw it said? Certain topics can be researched in the library to uncover further information. Key research topics will always be found on the research desk. The bookshelves can be used to gain supplementary information. Topics can be learned from other characters, evidence, and other researched topics. Okay, I'm definitely a research person. Religion. Oh, a research desk. This will be useful if I want to look anything up. Religion. Oh, I can just look. Copies of the Bible sit here with core texts of other faiths. It's interesting to see this so openly displayed. To some, this would be blasphemous. Is there anything I want to look up? Nothing right now. Blake history. A section on the Blake family, their lineages, and their lands. Is there anything I want to look up? Oh. Oh, I can look up any single one of the people. Oh, really interesting. But not everybody has it's time loss. Originally of the English Blakes, the branch of the family now resident in Ireland's Connacht region, are descendants of the illustrious war veteran Edward Blake, who served during the Cromwellian conquest of Ireland. In reward for his service and valor, Blake was rewarded some of the seized land, on which he built the manor now known as Blake Manor. While there are, it must be admitted, a number of ghoulish tales about Edward Blake and his subsequent family line, these should not be paid heed, for surely they indicate nothing more than superstition and occasional local unrest. Interesting. The interesting stuff is actually going to be when we spend time, but... Ooh. Oh, okay, so it just pulls those out. That's great. That's actually awesome. So the desk right now has only things that expend time. That's amazing. Spiritualism. Maps. Irish history. World history. Flora and fauna. Medicine. Sciences. Psychology. Archaeology. Northeastern corridor. Oh yeah, look, okay, it like routes itself back into it. Blake family residence. Can I go there? I know I'm getting distracted, but we're gonna make our way through this. Okay, so we have a walled garden too. This bathhouse is closed for the winter months. The grounds open at 10 a.m., so a lot of stuff opens at 10 a.m. Okay, so we're back to rooms. Father Sinot's room, a lot of room on his side. Okay. All right, before I continue, I do want to go back down to... I do want to go back to the other one. Let's enter this room though. This is room 7, one of the unoccupied rooms. Could have been Evelyn Deane's. Little interest. Oh, there's a key under there. Hold on. What is this, a key? Northeast corridor key, a master key for all bedrooms in the northeast corridor for use by the staff. One of the floorboards is coming up here, but it's still secure. It looks like it's been a while since this bed was moved. Whoa, okay. Little of interest. Nothing catches your eye. This could have been her room. Maybe she hid the key there, or she found something and hid the key. Chimney. Oh, it's just dusty. Interesting. Okay, so northeast corridor means all rooms... Oh, look at that. So I could just now enter everyone's room here. Wow, that's cool. Okay, well, that's gonna be a top priority. Let's knock out these guys. But I think that they're probably in their rooms right now. So it's definitely a tactical choice to not go to breakfast. Yeah, someone's definitely in there. It's a tactical choice to not go to breakfast and instead go and investigate everybody's rooms, right? Because then it means you're not interfacing with people. But I think it will be equally important. I think it'll be equally important to go talk to people, because that's how we're progressing the story and finding new information. Let's go to the Blake family residence side. Let's see if there's anything over there. Supply closet. What the hell was that? Private. Locked oak door. I don't think it sees much use. From my memory of the outside, I suspect this leads to the Blake private residence. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, let's go down to that east tower door and see what do we draw up with that? Is this the right way? No, other way. And that door over there is the east. Oh no, that's where I want to go, not here. Will it let me do this now? What's this? Okay. Use. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go down and around. Do I just have to hit every... That's not gonna work. Hold on. Do I have to just hit every dot? I might need to know what pattern they want me to hit here. Oh no, wait, this is possible to do and get every line. I just didn't do it right. Okay. Did I do it right? Yeah, that's fine, right? Hold on, wait. I'm missing a line. This isn't gonna work. Maybe I don't start from the center. I start here. Come on, go diagonal. Diagonal, thank you. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I can't tell. Is this gonna work? No, right? Because I'm still missing a... Okay, this exists. I'm gonna leave this alone for now, because there might be something I can do with it later. Let's investigate the other empty rooms, because there's a chance that that is important. So where are the other empty rooms? So the other empty rooms are on... So I've looked at 2. Although I guess I haven't really looked at 2. I should look at the southeast corridor. I should look at 15. So let's go up the stairs and through the southeast corridor. And see if we catch any other moments on the way out. Hey Varley, how's it going? So this is east here. I'm sure that all the keys are not placed the exact same way. Closet. Look. Contains bed linens and towels. So it's all 4 of these are closets. Cleaning supplies. Highly unused. Picture frames and other decorations. 14. 13. Oh. Plant. but it's off kilter. Lost places? Oh, okay. I gotta check that out. I wonder if this contains an entry for Blake Manor. Oh, it did not. Okay, well. A knocked plant. I burned it on two of the dumbest things I could have looked at, but strange marks on... Oh, here we go. We got another one. Looking around. The door to room 15 appears to be missing. The markings on the wall look similar to those in my dream, but without a pattern. But this pattern, I've seen it completed somewhere. Oh, following leads will help you progress and solve mysteries. Reviewing the mystery map can help you remember what you have and haven't already investigated. Press 1 to access the mystery map. Further clues can be revealed by discussing evidence with other characters. The info panel on the right can show you who you can discuss a specific piece of evidence with. Right. So let's go to back. Let's go back. Even back further. Room assignments. Oh, yeah, look, right, because... Cool, we've done pretty well about that. Let's go with strange... Oh, no, that's not going to help me. Where is the thing? I had 3 symbols. How do I get those? The dream. There we go. What are the strange dreams? Ask at residents about their dream. No, there was a... It definitely recorded it somewhere. How do I get to that? Conclusion. Still didn't get all of the evidence there. That makes me a little worried. Oh. Walter Blake, the kid, is one of the 24. That's interesting. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. I don't know if that's going to help me right now, but let's see. Yeah, I need to be able to know what the shape is. I don't think I know that at this point. Because it's not one of these symbols, that's for sure. Okay, so 15 is just disappeared, which makes me think that 15 is probably her room. What else do we got? So 15, 21. I've been at 7. I didn't fully investigate 2. Maybe I should do that. So let's go to 21. It's not locked. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, we got a scary book. A copy of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein or the Modern Prometheus. It is, in fact, a scary book. Is that icon on anything else? That icon there is interesting. Can I see anything under the bed? Oh. Floorboards. There is something under the bed. There is again. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Matches. An old box of matches has been lost under here. Okay. That's not super exciting, but it is okay. Wardrobe open. Nothing of note. Okay, let's take a look. A loose board, but there's nothing under it. Oh my god, what was that? A mirror cracked. I'm not sure that this is Miss Deane's room. Bro, why would you put that in your room? That's crazy. Cracked mirror. What on earth? What happened here? Was this cracked when I first came in here? It was not. Alright, we gotta go back to room 2, because clearly there's something under all the beds. Let's go this way to my left. What an exciting little adventure we got going on here. Anybody watched us, they would have seen a crazed man running back and forth between all of the different rooms, though. Alright, let's see. Can I see anything under this bed? Not from that side. Yep, there does look like there's something there. Oh, I did it again! I can't quick click too fast. A child's block sits under the bed. I found 2 children's toys under the bed in room 2. Wonder if they're from their young master or a previous guest. A book of spooky stories for children. The pages on vampires are folded in. Signs of child's play. Okay, I think I have a clearer idea of each of these rooms. So 15 is probably hers. Back. Miss Deane's bedroom. So I'm halfway through evidence here. Have to look into every other room. There's a lot of stuff to look at, though. Now, having conversations with people is going to be impossible because there's so many things to do. Like, I could discuss so much stuff. All right, let's finally, with the tail end of what I think this episode's going to be, let's talk to him a little bit, and then we'll figure out what he wants.
Ah, there you are now.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but do I know you?
No, I never said such. Just plainly, there you are, and you are.
You have me there, sir.
Sir, I'm no knight. I'm Donald Finn, and you can call me such.
Donald
I'm a
Finn.
proud traveller protector of these lands.
Noted. I am Declan Ward. Also, not a knight.
Good to meet you, lad.
I love it.
I take it that you've come for the seance.
Ah, yes and no. I'm here because of the seance, but not for it. I have no urge to speak to the dead. I doubt they have much comfort to offer up. What interests me is those people who want to speak to the dead. How they intend to do it, and more, what they will be doing afterwards to clean up their mess. These rich people, they think because they force themselves on these lands they can do what they want to them? It won't stand. The land won't let it, and neither will I.
Nice. I like him. Cool. Let's ask him a little bit about himself, maybe. Oh, interesting. Right, I can ask about... Let's ask him about Evelyn Deane. Have you met Miss Deane? Who? I've not met anyone with that name yet. Interesting. Let's ask him about his belt. You have quite the ornate belt. Do you like it? I killed the skinned the deer myself. Maybe it's supposed to say and. I killed and skinned the deer myself. My cousin Connor helped me shape the tin. That man is fierce handy with a ball hammer. Let's talk about the staff. What does your staff signify? It signifies that I'll bash you if you come near me or mine. No, you mind what they say, lad. There are still plenty of snakes in Ireland. Interesting. Let's ask him about the dreams. Have you had any odd dreams since getting here? Strange dreams? Funny you say that. I don't recall the dream, but I woke this morning with both a wanting to stay and a wanting to get the hell out of this place. Sure, how am I meant to do both? I wouldn't say that's a direct match for the dreams Miss Deane and I had. It's close, but not enough. I feel like he's just kind of an interesting guy, but...
Only do something if you want, not because you should.
Good advice. I think we're going to just let him fly for now. Anything else I can do with the remaining 4 minutes of this clock? Everybody else seems to be in their room. Let's go back to Varley and ask him a couple questions. Why shall we? Shall we? All right.
Mr. Ward, I do hope the earlier commotion with the bird didn't disturb your rest. There is breakfast in the dining hall from 9 a.m., located in the east corridor here, and your fellow guests will be giving talks throughout the day in the drawing room, located in the west corridor. Is there anything else I can help with?
Missing doorway is very funny to ask him about. I think we do, right? The door to room 15. It's missing? A missing door. Ah, you mean the rumors. Yes, it's long been said that Percival Blake walled up a scullery girl after she refused his advances. Then the same with her fiancé, who came looking for her. Percival Blake was documented as a jealous and bitterly angry man, so it is possible. But in the 100-plus years since his passing, no hidden rooms or walled-up bodies have been found. Certainly, it predates the manor becoming a hotel, so I suspect it was not our room 15. Of course, the missing bodies were not found anywhere else either, so nothing can be entirely ruled out. Likely, they fled here for a better life in the, at the same time, newly discovered America. There's more information on this and other topics in the library. Let's ask him about dreams. Why not? I've had the strangest dream since coming here. Is that something many people report? I've heard it said. It's not something you experience yourself? I've worked here for nearly 20 years, Mr. Ward. I don't often sleep off the grounds, so I could not guess what a normal dream would be for me. When one spends so much time in a place, to dream of corridors and doors and windows is sadly quite normal. I wouldn't say that's a direct match for the dreams. It's close, but not enough. Okay, we're going to leave.
I need nothing else. Thank you.
Certainly.
Interesting. Okay. We're in a really good spot. I'm going to go to the library and just investigate. Let's take our remaining 2 minutes, and I think I might use this strategy in the future also, is if I have some time, anything that we can investigate, we should do it. Percival Blake, let's do it. Information on Percival Blake. Read on. Percival Blake became the Marquess of Doom at the age of 24 when his father Graham died of old age. This was in 1739. He ruled through the Great Freeze, the year of slaughter, and the Jacobite Rising until he drowned in the tsunami of 1755 at the age of 40. Oh, poor dude. I see some annotations that suggest he didn't drown in the tsunami, more that he was drowned during it. Oh, interesting. It seems he was not popular with the people around him. In 1744, a scullery maid went missing. Rumors suggested she had rejected advances he made. Her fiancé came from a nearby village to find her, and he too wasn't heard from again. Various notes are added from different periods that say staff believed he walled them up, alive. One note says that they can still be heard sobbing for one another through the darker months. Despite this gruesome reputation, a portrait of him still resides in the East Tower. Huh. Oh, and now there's more stuff to look at. History. Blake history? No, it would be Irish history. A catalog of events throughout Ireland's past, studies on its people, and census data is found here. Is there anything I want to look up? Yeah, look up the Great Freeze. In the winter of 1739, a violent storm hit Ireland. The resultant drop in temperature was so drastic that liquids froze indoors. There are no official records of how cold it got, but some measurements taken by enthusiasts claim it dropped as low as minus 20 degrees. Wow. I have a feeling that this is all real, and I think the reason that it's not charging us for time is technically we could know it. If we knew about these beforehand, we wouldn't have to use it. I hope that's true. I hope that the game has that in its bones. The first of Ireland's 3 famines, crop and herd damage from the Great Freeze, resulted in massive shortages in milk and food. Records suggest that as high as 20% of the then population died. It was a higher proportion of lives lost than from the Great Famine nearly a century later. Massive earthquakes in Portugal sent a tsunami north that hit the southern and western parts of the island. It seems to have reached as far up as Connemara, where this manor is built. Untold thousands died here from the tsunami. The earthquake itself claimed the lives of over 100,000 Portuguese. Wow, Great Famine. It's less than 50 years since the Great Hunger that lasted from 45 to 52. A blight wiped out the potato crops. Most of the population relied on that to survive, as the English rule exported every other resources from the country: peas, beans, rabbits, fish, honey, and more. On top of this, the English corn laws blocked the import of any grain, despite the obvious need for relief. The full loss of life from this period is yet unknown, but deaths are estimated to be around 1 million, with another million fleeing the country on coffin ships bound for America, Canada, Australia, and more. Anyone surviving something like that can't have but deep scars. My own parents refused to talk of it and grew dark when it was mentioned. It is unknown how long it will take the country to recover. Really interesting. I suppose we should look at something like maps. Although I think we've looked at maps before. Haven't we looked at the maps? Let's look at Mary Blake. Information on Mary Blake. After her marriage to Jonathan Blake, the Marquess of Doom, in 1881, she gained the title of Marchioness. Marchioness Blake established the Blake Foundation in 1890. Through the foundation, the Marchioness constructed and funded several orphanages, ragged schools, and widows' almshouses in impoverished rural towns and villages across Connacht. The Marchioness committed much of the Blake fortune to the foundation and organized fundraising events across Ireland and Great Britain. She spent her free time teaching English in one of the foundation's local schools and privately funded the university education of over 40 pupils. Marchioness Blake took up a position of philanthropist and charity worker, acting as a pillar of her community and the very image of a God-fearing woman, until her death in 1894. Good to know. So she was a good human, seemingly. The event, breakfast to dining room. Oh, breakfast is in the dining room in this next hour. Cool, okay. And that's probably where any reminders we set would show up. Really good stuff. Really, really, really good stuff. So everybody seemingly will have moved now. And probably most are going to be in the living room. Or the dining room, rather. Which is where? Drawing room. Where the heck is the dining room? Are there places I haven't been yet? Oh, maybe, yeah, it's maybe one of these. Oh, it's probably one of these doors off the... All right, well, we'll cross that bridge a little bit later. We have 2 people down out of the seance, which I now know is the goal. We've solved some mysteries, but still have plenty more. So I'm excited to keep going with that. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see future episodes. And we'll see you right back here in Blake Manor on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.